Hi, welcome to KillieCast. I'm Ross Manson, I'm your host, and I am joined by...
I'm Andy Kerr, I'll be your co-host this week.
Excellent, good man. So we're going to start off with what's been happening in Kilmarnock, Andy, and to start with I want to talk about the Open Studios Ayrshire event.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about that. How's it been?
Yeah, it was good. It was Thursday the 12th of April, and I headed down and spoke to the guys down there, and there was basically, I think, maybe between 20 and 30 artists, different artists, and they were just showing off their stuff. I think they maybe had one painting each or a couple of bits of art to show off and then explain what it is that they did and how they made their art. So I spoke to a girl that did glass art, and she was telling me she retired from, I think she was in a school, and she retired from the school, and then she decided to get into, she did a glass art course and got hooked, and she was showing me her stuff. It was absolutely beautiful.
Sounds good. It's always good to get different mediums, I suppose, within art as well, rather than just going, oh, here's a painting, here's a sculpture. That kind of thing sounds like it would appeal to me, just as someone who admittedly likes to claim to be cultured but doesn't actually know that much about art.
Yeah, it was nice. There was some wooden stuff there as well, and some paintings, and I think there was a couple of photos as well. It was really nice. And what they planned to do, it was their launch night for the year. So over the next X amount of months, they're going to have, each studio's going to have like an open day, and they're going to highlight, together they're going to highlight that person's work. So if you keep tuned to the Twitter feed and the Facebook feed, then I'll retweet when the different artists are coming up. Some of them are a bit out the way, but it's worth jumping in the car and going down and having a look, even just to sort of speak to the artists, because they know their stuff.
Sounds great.
Excellent. So the next thing is the Music on the Mall, and that's going to be in the Burns Mall, and that's to showcase local musicians from round about Kilmarnock and give people from Kilmarnock the chance to go and listen to them for free. So I think there's a good few artists coming up. I think there's already been 3 shows, and they usually happen on a Saturday afternoon.
That's really good. I like that idea as well, given that malls, let's face it, some of the pipe music that quite a lot of them play doesn't make them any better to be in. No. But live music usually makes a lot of places better, so as a musician myself, that sounds really good. Yeah,
and if you're going down on a Saturday afternoon, I think they start off at 12. Certainly the next one's on the 21st of April, and it starts at 12. So it's nice, you know, if you've got a bit of shopping to do or you want to go around the shops, or in my case, if my wife wants to go around the shops and I don't want to go around bargain basements, what is it?
One of those places.
Yeah, and I don't want to go around it, or I want to go around it quickly and she wants to take her time, then I can go out and listen to some tunes and she can carry on and I'm not going to get bored. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Excellent. So the next thing, did you see the fire station had a 50th birthday for Stuart McLachlan?
I didn't know. I was interested though when you mentioned this earlier.
Yeah, so Stuart's been visiting the fire station every single week since he was 4 years old, and as a kind of thank you to him, it was his 50th birthday and they decided to have a wee party for him.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was cool, and they had cakes and people and hats and all the rest of it.
Hats are good.
Hats are always good, yeah. And they did a wee video which I retweeted and posted on the Facebook page, and I'll try and do that again this week so that if you're listening to it you can sort of match it up. But they interviewed him, they sort of said, you know, this is what he's been doing, this is how long he's been coming down for, and the reporter said, so what's your favourite thing about the fire station? And he sort of hummed and hawed for a while, and then he said the engine and the rolls and sausage. Now,
good man has his priorities sorted.
that is a man after my own heart, because I love a rolling sausage. So
they are good.
Yeah, good man, definitely. Utopia Computers down the town are doing a high spec PC giveaway.
Interesting.
So I think the idea behind it is that if you go to their Twitter and their Facebook and all the rest of it, then you like, share, subscribe, blah blah blah, and each of them gets you an entry into the draw. They call it points, and then I think you accumulate the points, they put you in a draw, and then they pull out a name out of the hat and they win a high spec computer.
Very nice.
Yeah. The launch, did you see the launch?
I did, yeah. Very visually good.
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, mind you, everything they do is cool, and I have no idea how they do it, so
no,
I'm just going to say it was magic.
Yeah, and I did an interview with Mark from Utopia, and we sort of got chatting about how they do the 20% working week. So 20% of their working week is left up to them, whether they want to work with a charity or develop something themselves, or, you know, as long as it's productive, then Utopia don't mind how they use it. And he said that one of the boys in the 20% came up and said, listen, I've got an idea. I've taken a photo of this screw on the motherboard, tiny screw. And Mark said, right, yeah. He says, well, I think what we should do is say that we're giving away the screw. Mark's like, but we're giving away an awesome PC, £700 worth PC. Why would we say that we're giving away a screw? And he said, well, you know, we could show the screw and then show the motherboard, and then, so to hear that they'd come up with it, that idea, it really tickled my fancy. I really like that kind of stuff. Mark seemed like a really decent guy to work for as well. So that interview will be going out in the next couple of weeks, you know, the next couple of episodes. So yeah, so do keep your ears pricked back for Mark's interview when it does go up. Again, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all the usual ones, and you can keep up to date with all of our other pods. Yep. Yeah, definitely, because he's got some really great ideas and some really interesting things that he speaks about in terms of Utopia. It's really cool. So the last thing that I've got here is Robert Coyer, who's started up working out of Dean Castle. Now, I am a joiner to trade, and I like working with wood. I've made some proper bespoke tables and all the rest of it, and Robert Coyer's work is awesome. He's a wood sculptor, and he did some stuff for the Commonwealth Games, like Clyde, you know, the mascot. Yeah, Clyde the Thistle. Yep. So he did a couple of them, and if you go on his Facebook page, it's got hands that he's sculpted and all the rest of it. Now, when I was working with wood, I could make a table, or I could make, I don't know, a bowl or a cup or something like that, you know, something pretty basic. Yeah. I could never get to grips with 3D carving. I just don't know how it works. So to see his stuff and to see it so good is really, really impressive. He is an inspiring artist, and again, going back to what I said earlier on, it's good not just to see a painting or a sculpture, but some kind of sculpture in a non-standard media, if that makes sense. Yeah, and he worked out of Pollock Country Park, and I think it was a bit of a coup for Dean Castle to get him. I think he was quite in demand, so definitely if you're in Dean Castle, I think you can go up and visit his workshop, which is on Google Maps, so you'll know exactly how to get there in Dean Castle, and just look at some of these stuff because it's truly amazing. It's really smart. Really, absolutely. Really good. So the next section that we do every week, or every second week, is what's coming up in Kilmarnock over the next couple of weeks. And first and foremost, I wanted to talk about the library running its 442 reading challenge. Interesting, I have heard about this. I believe it's run by the SPFL Trust in conjunction with local libraries all over Scotland, whereby all kids have to do is go to the local library, make sure they've signed up, got the library card, etc., which always worth doing. Yep. No matter what age you are. Taking 4 books out, and then you can be rewarded possibly with discounted match tickets or even free tickets for games. Yeah. The poster I saw sort of hinted at free kids tickets and discounted adult tickets. Now that gets you into Kilmarnock. Now let's talk about Kilmarnock. Please. Carry on. Isn't Steve Clark great? He is great. He is really, really great. Just the measure of how good he is, and as a self-confessed Kilmarnock diehard, honestly, taking 2,505 people to Hamilton on a Saturday afternoon, outnumbering the home support by no less than 700, when this time last year we would struggle to take 250 people to Hamilton. That's honestly, he's just got the Midas touch. Yeah, I mean he's doing such a good job at the moment. Yeah, and if he doesn't win Manager of the Year, yes, I know I'm biased, but if he doesn't win Manager of the Year, I'll be gobsmacked and probably very angry at the same time as well. Yeah, I think it would be fully deserved. You know, he's if he'd started the season, Killie would be what, second?
We'd be close to doing a Leicester.
Aye.
Very close.
Aye.
And that's no exaggeration.
No, I know. He's
which
done
is
very well.
which is bonkers.
Yeah.
I already won the East Stand named after him. Make it happen, Kelly. Make it happen.
So what? 2 more games to go. 2 more home games to go.
Yes, certainly. Aberdeen this Saturday, which is a tough game given that Aberdeen just seem to be Steve Clarke's kryptonite. He's the best he's managed is a 1-1 draw with them. I suppose technically the draw in the Scottish Cup as well, although we did lose on penalties in the end.
Yeah, I was at that game. It was heartbreaking.
Absolutely gutting as well when you see how meekly Aberdeen went down to Motherwell on Saturday past.
Yeah.
Surely we could have done a better job than that. But as it is, you can only beat who's out in front of you, and I think that given how close we were in the last game to beating them, I think that this might just be the weekend for it. So if you're not doing anything on a Saturday and you don't mind football, get down to Rugby Park. It's only £20, £15 or £5, and if you're walking past Rugby Road, then don't forget to give me a wave. I'm always there on match days.
Excellent. And you can buy tickets at the gate?
Yes, you certainly can, or if you want to buy in advance, you can go to either the Killie shop, which is at Rugby Park, or the Killie Zone, which is in Nelson Street.
Right.
It's a smashing wee shop.
Aye, sound. Well, let's hope that they continue their good vein of fortune and beat Aberdeen.
Certainly.
Excellent. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was Dixie Wills at the Dick Institute. Now, I hadn't really heard of Dixie Wills, if I'm being completely honest.
Nor had I.
But it turns out that he did the book called Tiny Stations, to which they made a TV series out of, and I'll put links in the show notes to all the information. And he seems to be a travel author that works for The Guardian, writes for The Guardian. Now, I love travel, and I pretty much love travel authors and travel books, so maybe I'm slightly biased here, but he's doing an audience with Dixie Wills on Thursday the 26th at 7 PM at the Dick Institute, and it's a £5 to get in.
Bargain.
Now, to me, that seems like a winner.
Absolutely.
I'll put links on the show notes to where you can get tickets and the information that we've got on Dixie himself, but definitely that sounds like an awesome night.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm the same as you, Ross. I enjoy reading about travelling as much as I do going travelling.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, though, with these things, I immediately want to hop on a plane, train, whatever,
I know,
and just go.
it
So
gives you heavy wanderlust.
yeah, absolutely.
So next we've got Super Saturday, which is this Saturday coming, the 21st?
Yep.
And I've got 3 things highlighted here, but there is loads going on the 21st. So keep your eyes peeled. If you're sitting in the house on Saturday the 21st of April, you should go out, because there is loads of stuff to do. First of all, I tried to put these in sort of order that they're happening. So, first of all, there's the art classes at the train station with Jan Laird. Again, it's for kids from 8 and over, and they are from 10 until 11:30 on the Saturday morning. It's £15 per person, and then she's doing an adult class in the afternoon, and that's from 12 until 2, and that's £20 per person. Now, I got an email from the train station to sort of say, look, this is coming up, and I searched Jan's work, and it's all like Highland cows, but it's proper good, properly nice stuff.
I think everybody likes Highland cows.
Yeah, and the way she paints them is really nice. So I would advise you to go along. She looks very friendly, so I would definitely head along to that. If you get kids that are into art and quite good at drawing, then this is a chance to learn from a pro.
Most definitely.
So that's first of all, and then we've got the open day at the Ayrshire Central Mosque, which is in Hill Street. I live in Hill Street, so I walk past that pretty regularly. Very
local to us at the train station too.
Yep, absolutely. And if you're going to the train station for the art classes, then you can park at the college, go to the train station, and then head up to the mosque and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah,
I was going to say as well, why not with this Super Saturday try to do as many things? Let us know what you've done. Tweet us.
Yep.
even live stream it if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would watch.
I would watch too, probably. So the Ayrshire Central Mosque has got a question and answer session with a man. They've got henna stations or stalls inside the mosque. Information on how Islam works, and they've got some traditional food and drink as well for people to try. I think this is a great idea. I love the sort of idea of going and meeting other cultures and different religions and all the rest of it. I think that's a wonderful thing.
Absolutely, and not only just seeing how other people's cultures can mingle and interlink with ours as well, and how, you know, I suppose how other cultures become part of other cultures themselves, but also free food and drink. If that's not a winner, then what is?
Absolutely, excellent. So once you've done your art, and then you've been to the mosque and you've got your henna done, or you've had your free try your food and drink, then in the evening there's a couple of things as well. So first of all, there's Vicky's fundraiser. Now, I was surfing through Facebook and I noticed this. To be fair, I noticed it because there was a car boot sale advertised first and foremost, and I am a sucker for a car boot sale. I love them. So got in touch and I said, you know, can you give me some more information on this? And they said, yeah, no problem. And they sent me a poster through with all the details, which we'll get on to. And I said, is there anything else you're doing? And they said, yeah, we're doing a fundraiser Saturday, the 21st of April, in the Murray Bar. They're going to have a DJ, buffet, raffle, music, dancing, all the good stuff. £5 a ticket. You get your ticket there, and all the money's going towards getting headstone for a loved one that they had. So for more information, contact Shelley. I'll put Shelley's details on the show note. It's basically our Facebook page, a link to our Facebook page, and you can ask her some questions on there. But it seems to me a very worthwhile cause, and they've worked hard to get this organised.
Yeah, so the more people that go, obviously, the better it will be.
Exactly.
Even if you can't go, I'm sure that they'll very gladly take any donations that you may want to make.
Yeah, absolutely. Next is Billy Kirkwood's Man Shout Funny tour. And
Billy is a good guy.
He's playing the Palace Theatre in Kilmarnock. Now, I'm not from Kilmarnock, Andy, so I need you to help me out here. Is there a difference between the Palace Theatre and the Grand?
The Grand Hall, they're within the same building. The Grand Hall is the large hall in it, and the Palace Theatre is laid out like a traditional theatre. So, for example, when I was in Pylon last year, the 2 times that we ran that show, that was in the Palace Theatre, and that was a very traditional theatre setting, whereas the Grand Hall can host more kind of bigger events or more unusual events, because it's got several pillared halls in it, but the main hall in the Grand Hall is ideal for big gigs.
Because I saw the Borland Country Ceilidh band.
They always do that every year, and they always have a great turnout. I'm sure that when it comes round nearer the time, we'll be talking plenty about that.
Aye.
But fun fact, the Palace Theatre and the Grand Hall was originally built as a corn exchange.
Oh, right.
It was only after it was built that they turned it into what it is now. So.
Right, cool. See, I never knew, obviously, because I'm not from Kilmarnock, and I see it's written Palace Theatre and then Grand Palace, and Grand Hall, and I'm thinking, is that the same place? Is it different places? If I tell people to go to the Grand Hall and it's in the Palace Theatre, is there going to be trouble?
Nah, not really. Unless you phone the National Society of Pedants and you tell them that, then you're in bother.
Well, Billy's playing the Palace Theatre on the 21st of April at 7:30. Tickets are £12, and you can get them now from the box office. I saw a video from him the other day there, and he was saying that the sort of stalls are all kind of sold out, but there's still tickets on the balcony. Looks like a great night.
Yeah, I've seen Billy a few times before, and he will leave you doubled over with laughing. So if you even just have a half interest in Billy, then by all means get a ticket.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
16 plus. It was advised that it's definitely after the watershed, even though it's before the watershed. So 16 plus. Don't take the kids to this one, but for £12, you can't really complain at that. Good night out. Go and get something to eat first, and then go to that. As I say, that's Super Saturday, but there's definitely more stuff on and about. As I say, as we talked about earlier, the malls get music playing, and I think they've got a zoo as well, or owls or something down there as well. So there's
love owls. in one of my other jobs at Hampden, I always tell people that a few years ago we had a wedding on the pitch,
right.
and it had to be on the pitch because an owl flew in and delivered the rings, and it was the guy from Comores who's got the owls that did it. He came on one of my tours once, and I told people that, and he's like, actually Andy, that was my owl that did it, and he told everybody about it, and it was great. He told them that he had to go and go to Rugby Park as well because there was nowhere big enough to kind of emulate the owl landing, of course, in a big stadium. So he trained at a Rugby Park to do it, and then on the day it went without a hitch. Oh,
that's awesome. That's class. Right, so the next thing we're going to pass over to Andy because he's going to tell us about the Cairds. The Cairds?
Cairds, yeah. Although this is probably going to end up being very shameless self-promotion as I'm in the Cairds.
Listen, Andy said to me last week or the week before when we were recording the pod, listen to my band, the Cairds are really good, and I think he said it on the pod. So Julie went home. I have to be honest, Andy, I wasn't really expecting much. I don't mean to be nasty.
I'm not offended, don't worry.
But they were excellent, and I now listen to them on a regular basis on Spotify. So go for it, mate.
You have my heart. We've got a couple of guests coming up. The next one is Friday the 27th of April. And the better thing is it's free. It's at Messy Studios, which is on Langland Street. It's next door to Carpet Warehouse. And there's also a dog training place as well as Fortress alarms next to it. So, you know, if you're after a carpet, a dog and a new security camera,
turn up early.
You are sorted. We're supporting Kilmarnock's own Twin Heart. They're going to be doing a gig at the studio. Just turn up. It's free, and we're also playing alongside Jack Sutton, the singer of Kilmarnock's Losing Ground. As I said, it's free, but all the proceeds are going to be going towards Alzheimer's Scotland. It's a cause that's dear to my heart, and any donations that you can make would be very gratefully received. So please do come, turn up early, enjoy everybody, and I believe it's BYOB as well. Yep. So do what you want.
So I've got it down here for an 8 o'clock start.
Yeah, 8 PM start.
Excellent. And bring your own bottle. I think bring your own bottle's great.
Absolutely.
Excellent. The money that you would spend on drink, though, I want you to donate to Alzheimer's Scotland.
Please do.
That seems like a fair deal. You're getting the gig for free, so be generous when you're donating. So you said you got a couple?
Yes, the other one, which I'll probably plug again next time, is a gig at Baker's. The thoroughly excellent Brown Beer. Matt Hickman brings Brown Beer to Baker's in Kilmarnock on Saturday the 5th of May. Unfortunately, this one isn't free. It's £8. If you go to the Cairds Facebook page or our Twitter, we can divert you to our big cartel and you can use a link to buy tickets. Yeah. Or tweet me. But my Twitter handle will be in the description of the show as well. Ross will put the relevant links up for that. Yeah, I'll put it in the show notes, both to your big cartel page, your Facebook page, and to your Twitter account. Yeah, so we also have Instagram if you want to laugh at us being dafties every now and then. So you got to have that. As well as us that night, Dundee's Billy Mitchell, EastEnders fans, no, not that one. He's playing. He's still excellent. If you like The View, you're probably gonna like Billy. And North Ayrshire's Refuge Island, who are just brand new. They're just starting out. They've all been in different bands before, the guys, though. They're really seriously good. Wally, the singer in particular, has a fantastic voice. If you like indie or rock, then they're probably going to tickle your fancy. So Brown Bear, Billy Mitchell, the Cairds, Refuge Island, Baker's, Saturday 5th of May, doors at 7. Get yourself there. Yeah, and as I say, I'll put links on the show notes to all that stuff. Check the Cairds out, they're really good on Spotify. You can find them on Facebook as well. Really excellent. He's telling the truth. Yeah, I am. I don't lie about my music. I like my music too much to point people in the way of bad bands. So excellent. So a quick reminder next about the Kilt Walk on the 29th of April. Still time to register. You can do the 3 stages. We talked about this last time. 3 stages, you know, the long one, the medium one, or the short one. If you've not done any training, go for the short one, but at least give it a go and enjoy it. And you never know, you might be able to raise plenty of money for a very good cause indeed.
Absolutely. I think you register and then you can pick different charities to donate to and all the rest of it. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's a train just leaving.
We are at the train station.
We are at the train station.
Choo choo.
And the last thing that I've got written down here is, and I put this down because I'm a fan of the real one, the Hotel California Eagles tribute band are playing at the Palace Theatre on the 18th of May. Tickets priced £18, not many tickets left, and I just thought that sounds good. I like the sound of that.
The Eagles are great.
Yeah.
Glenn Fry is great, and these guys are great as well. So if you're an Eagles fan and you're not doing anything that day, do something about it. Get yourself there.
Yeah, I saw the Eagles live at Murrayfield in the Hell Freezes Over tour. That's
I'm jealous.
My age away. They were very good. It was my mum wanted to take me when I was very young, and I thought that sound. So that's all we've got. So next you're going to hear an interview that I recorded about a week ago with Douglas Reid, leader of the council. It sort of tells you what he does and what his feelings are and certain things about the town and how he's making the town better. Well, he through the council is making the town better. It's well worth a listen. It's a shortened version at the end of the pod, and the plan is to put the full version out next Thursday when we've not got a recording pod to put out. The one next Thursday will be full. It'll be unedited, so you'll get to hear exactly what he has to say on all topics. But really give it a listen. Douglas was great to have us in his office and great to give us the time to chat about Kilmarnock and hear about his love for the town and all the rest of it.
My name is Douglas Reid. I'm the leader of East Ayrshire Council.
So my first question that I wanted to ask you was, what is it the council does and what is the aims for the council overall to do?
Well, basically the council does an absolute myriad of services, loads of services, from street cleaning, housing, social work, protective services, education, which is probably the biggest service, delivers a lot of these services, but these are surrounded by a community plan,
right?
Where we try and set sort of objectives and what our priorities are, and we've updated our community plan just recently.
Okay.
That's been through the council and been through our community planning partners.
So the next thing I wanted to ask was more of a sort of personal level. How did you get involved in the council? Where did you start off?
Well, I mean, I was always interested in politics in one way or another, you know, and I was always interested in how we deal with some social disadvantage and people. I want to make sure that people have always had the opportunities that I've had in terms of education, good health care, and you know, being able to have that, being able to flourish in that, and being able to have opportunities. And I think that's really important. We have that as a kind of caring society.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I couldn't tie it down to one particular thing, but I think I really cared very much about the town centre.
Right.
That was one of the issues, maybe local issues. There was other national issues that were, you know, when I became involved in politics, was the poll tax.
Right.
And I absolutely was really angry that Scotland was getting treated like a guinea pig. I was elected to Kilmarnock and Loudon. I think I was 29 at the time. I was, I don't know, I think it was just 29 or 30. It was 1992.
Right. Okay.
I was first elected, and then was 1995. East Ayrshire was created, and I've been with East Ayrshire ever since. I became the leader of opposition, and in 2007, I became the leader of the council.
Right. Okay.
So my background was I worked in another local authority. I worked in housing.
All right.
And
Okay.
I was involved with tenant participation. Though my degree is in town planning.
What do you see as the impact that the council has around the town centre or around the town of Kilmarnock?
We've got a policy of town centre first, where we moved all our offices into the town centre.
Right.
You know, I read social media as much as everybody else, and part of the kind of criticism, the council are building offices in the town centre. That was a conscious decision,
right,
to try and get more and more people in the town and to try and protect some of the historically important buildings.
So basically, if the council offices are there, you can sort of almost guarantee X amount of employees will be in the town and hopefully going around the town and spending money in the shops on lunch or buying an outfit for going out at the weekend or whatever.
Absolutely, it encourages others to do. We want to see lawyers, accountants, and all the other supporting industries, third sector as well within the town, and creating that vibrancy within the town, and we're continuing to press on and do that. And I think unless you maybe look back maybe 10 years or so,
right.
You've seen buildings that were derelict, like the Opera House,
mm-hmm.
And Johnny Walker Bond and others up and down the England Business Centre, which absolutely phenomenal, just where McClarrick's, if folk are old enough to me, used to be, and the wee lane that used to be Danny Payton's hairdresser has really came to light, and it's that historic quarter of the town which was really gradually becoming more and more derelict, is getting life back into it.
Yeah.
Still got a long way to go. I mean, I would never underestimate that.
Where do you see Kilmarnock going in the future? What's next? How do you keep making it a better place, like you've managed to make it the better place over the last couple of years?
I think you've got to be up for the challenges and take some kind of difficult decisions, but making the right decisions. Mm-hmm. I think that making the right decision and having the courage to do that.
Right.
It's and I think that's one of the most important decisions we'll have to make. And we're going to consultation just now, is in terms of what we're doing with the Galleon Centre.
Right.
I mean, it came up to council as where we refurbish and build a new one, but we want to, if we're making that kind of public investment, and we're going to make kind of public investment because leisure is really important to people,
mm-hmm.
we need to make sure we're getting the best, we're getting the right leisure in the right place that can benefit the town centre.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite an exciting thing.
To finish off with, we're going to ask everyone that does a wee interview with us to do some quick fire questions, if it's alright, just wee tiny short answers. So, favourite park in Kilmarnock? Struggling?
I love them all, but I suppose the Dean is one that we always go to.
Right, okay. Favourite thing about Kilmarnock?
The folk.
The folk, right, okay.
And then you can't get too above yourself because folk will just keep your feet firm on the ground. That's what I love about Kilmarnock.
Okay, have you got a favourite place to eat in Kilmarnock?
Plenty, but I like Da Vinci's.
Right, okay, yeah, I like Da Vinci's as well. I had the sausage stew one time and it was excellent.
And Vincent, if you're listening.
Have you always lived in Kilmarnock? You answered that
earlier.
I was
brought up in Belfield, live in Bonnet now.
Okay, what are you most excited about coming up in Kilmarnock?
Stevie Clark can stay with us, that's.
And favourite famous person from Kilmarnock?
Well, I suppose there's so many. There's Johnny Walker and all the rest of it. I suppose it's probably financially benefited him, but I met the guy and I thought he was a great idea. He got Kilmarnock down to a T, and that was Willie McElvaney.
Right, excellent. Thank you very much. So, just before we go, is there places that people can keep up to date with you? I know you said about social media. If you get your Twitter handle.
I've got my Twitter's Douglas Reid 12.
Okay.
And I think I'm on Facebook as well. I try and I don't do it too formally. It's my personal account too.
Right, okay.
But I'm open to folk and they can contact me online as well.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time. I've learned a load. It's been great. Thanks very much.
Okay, maybe meet again.
Excellent. Okay, so that's the end of this week's pod. If you've liked what you've heard, then give us a subscribe on iTunes or YouTube, or a follow on SoundCloud or wherever you get your podcasts from. You can get me at KillieCast on Twitter, KillieCast on Facebook, and you can get Andy on
at ShandyK_. Strange name, it will look better when it's actually written down.
So if you want to comment on anything that you've heard or anything that you like, or you want us to change anything that you think that could be better, this could be better, whatever, then just give us a shout. Let us know. We want to hear from you. The podcast is for you guys, so let us know what you want to hear. Just a final shout out to the guys at the train station for putting us up.
Thank you.
Really good of you, and the guys at Celebrate Kilmarnock who presented us with funding check this week, so we got some more equipment, and we're looking to do a wee bit more advertising, so thanks to the guys at Celebrate Kilmarnock as well.
Hooray!
And thanks very much for listening, and we'll catch you in 2 weeks' time.